friends, welcome to EduSkills OET Made Easy. This is a very different approach to OET learning.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Father.
Okay.
Father.
Yeah, so we begin, and this is a process of falling in love with OET, a wonderful examination, thrilling examination, a fascinating examination. One of the beautiful things which I love so much. Let's fall in love with it. Let's have a very positive feeling. It's going to be very thrilling. It's very competitive, but then it's very enjoyable and a thrilling exam. Always keep in line, take time, practice strategically, love the process, have the clarity of purpose. You should definitely be sure that you want to write and get A, not B. So shall we begin sharing my screen? Is my screen visible to you? Screen sharing?
Yes, Father.
Yes,
Yes,
Father.
Father.
Okay, so we begin.
Yes,
So we begin. We
Father.
have some surprises today, which I'll come on the way. I'll reveal to you. OET 2.0 Occupational English Test, Subtest Reading Part C. We are dealing with today the Part C reading skills. Okay. As normal, I tell you, our target is A, band A, 450 to 500 numerical score. Always strive for 450 and definitely we will reach. Just to introduce these things, but basically if there is some newcomer, again, be mindful, we will not be explaining the basics, all the basics over here. Sometimes we'll just skip over the words and don't worry, understand whatever you understand. Maybe later we will have sessions for the beginners separately. So reading subtest, very cool, be happy. Duration, 1 hour. Part A takes 15 minutes and part B and C combined, you have 45 minutes, a huge time. So what is the skill? What are they looking for? Your ability to extract and synthesize information from a written text and comprehend from health-related documents, comprehension capacity, your ability to comprehend the aspects given. What are the skills assessed? One is viewpoint or opinion, impressions, and conclusions drawn. There are 8 questions in each text. These are things, both the texts you will have these things being assessed. Are you able to identify and understand the viewpoint or opinion of the writer? And what is the impression he is giving or what is he trying to convey? Is positive or negative or sorrow or joyful or whatever? And what is the conclusion drawn in the whole text? What do they want to conclude and tell you? This is the message. So ultimately, the gist of the passage you should be able to understand. And another two questions on each text. We call it lexical questions. Give a definition for the meaning of a word. Just the word will be highlighted or a phrase will be highlighted in the text as well as in the question statement. You have to just give the meaning of it. That's all. And another one is reference, like they will be giving a pronoun or a referent word, which you have to understand and give the meaning. These are the basic things they assess you in part C reading. Okay, we'll be explaining in the process. The strategy, search for clues when you read. If there are titles and section headings or subheadings, fine. Mostly you don't have in C part. But then look for names of the person, device, body parts, abbreviations, numbers, percentage. And as I told you, scale, synonymous language, cause and effect, comparison, contrast, types, chronology or time expressions, paraphrasing, modal verbs, and usually opinion. That's very important. These are the clues to reach the answer. As I told you, SCS, NPA could be another thing, like synonyms, comparisons, contrast, scale, narration, passive voice, adjectives, and also sometimes direct and indirect voice. These are the Sapta Sutras or 7 principles of competitive exams. Scale, as I told you, just to bring to your mind, scale means all, most, many, a few, that it goes like that. In the context, scale can be developed from different and cause and effect language that will be written in different ways. For example, industrialization is the cause of global warming. Global warming is the result of industrialization. Industrialization leads to global warming. And so now today's surprise is that there are eminent teachers, student faculties here who will explain to you today's lessons. We call them student faculty in our premier setting, and definitely they are competent. I have assessed them, and they will understand and explain all the beautiful things. And when they explain, we'll keep quiet. And in the Q&A session, the whole panel will come in front of you. You can ask questions and learn whatever you want. And I'll be coming back with a lot of things at the end, maybe just 4 questions they will be explaining. Later, I'll come back and explain the rest of the things. Over to Jenny Joji.
Thank you, Father. Good evening, all. It's a great privilege for me to be a part of this platform. And first of all, I would thank God Almighty for giving me this opportunity and giving all of us an opportunity, the participants for today, and Father Celine for helping us and supporting us in every way. First of all, I just want to give an introduction about what we are going to do today. We are 4 OET aspirants who will be telling you the strategies what we have been taught by Father Salim Joseph here on this platform. He is our mentor and we do not have any other mentor apart from him. And for the newcomers, this is a complete free platform and you don't have to pay any fees here to get good quality education. But yes, you need to be active so that you can get a lot of benefits from this platform. So I'll be dealing with a particular question from part C. That is the 7th question, which many of us have done today for our task. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
Jenny.
you.
Yes, Jenny.
Yes, Jenny.
So today we will be dealing with part C. We are 4 OET aspirants from the same platform, and we will be teaching you about how we got the correct answer, and we will be explaining you some needed strategies which will be very beneficial for all of you. So please try not to unmute your mics and be careful, attentive. You may not have any other opportunity as this. So let's begin. Part C. So we will be dealing about reading. As we have been taught by our mentor in this platform, Father has taught us basically to form a sequence. So whenever you are doing a particular task or a particular section, you need to first do or identify the sequence which will really be beneficial for you. So when I talk about part C, every paragraph that is there has a link or a sequence. So first of all, you need to identify what the sequence is. I know, first of all, when you think or when you listen about sequence, you will feel, how am I going to do it? Or how is it possible? I will not have time. But once you are getting used to it, the sequencing part will just be a habit. The only time you need is to understand the strategy. And once you understand the strategies, the people who have in mind that part C is very difficult for me will be actually easy. So in today's task, in para 1, it is basically talking about health professional when delivering serious needs. The second para is talking about study related to patient's concern. The third para is talking about first step of spikes. The fourth paragraph is talking about second step of spikes. Then the fifth para is talking about the third step of spikes. The sixth paragraph is talking about the fourth step of spikes. The seventh one is talking about fifth step. The eighth one is talking about the sixth step. And ninth paragraph is an overall conclusion of what the entire part C is. So I hope you all are confirmed with the sequencing. So first of all, we need to find out the sequence in the paragraphs, and then it will be very helpful for us to find out where our answer is. How do we approach to a part C question? Now you need to be very careful related to the strategies. What is in part C? The method that we are using is QTA method. Okay, so QTA method means the question, then the text, and then you go to the answer. So first you read the question, you find out or you identify some keywords, then you go to the text, you skim, scan, and you keep the keywords in your mind, and then you come to the answer option. I bet you, if you understand this strategy, it will be very helpful for you to crack your part C. Not only part C, the whole reading, but specifically we are talking about part C today. So today Jenny Joji, is going to deal about the 7th question, which we have done in today's task. So what does the question say in question number 7? Why does the writer prefer the term serious news? So everyone who has done today's task will be very familiar with what we will be dealing today. So our keywords for this question is serious news and what is the preference of the writer. So now I have dealt with the question. Now I go to the text. So would anyone want to read for me this particular text from the audience?
Yes, I'll read. Delivering serious news to patients and relatives. It's many healthcare professionals' most dreaded task. Unfortunately, it's not something that can be avoided, and it's something that must be done right. Patients and relatives need our guidance and support, particularly when the prognosis is serious.
Continue, please.
In this article, we use the phrase serious news or life-altering news rather than using a term with negative connotations such as bad news, for example, as it helps to reframe the discussion. If you discuss serious news with a patient, they can decide how to respond, whereas giving a patient bad news may prevent them from being able to accept the news in a more constructive light.
Thank you, Maria.
Welcome.
So particular text is talking about how the health professional is trying to deliver a serious news to the patient. So here, when you look at the text, many and most which you see in the blue sign, it is denoting scale. Okay, and when it comes to may, can, these are the modal verbs which are used, whereas these are the words which are used for contrast. So these words basically give us a hint or an idea where the answer is. So I know at the start, or if you are a beginner, it will be like very difficult for you to understand this. But yes, once you keep on listening to these discussions or every opportunity that you get on this platform, once you're familiar with it, you will be able to understand what a modal verb is, what a scale is. So all these factors will help us to identify where the. So here again, I come back to the question: why does the writer prefer the term serious news? So option A, it enables doctor to avoid unnecessary conversation. But in our text, nowhere about unnecessary conversations related to doctors is mentioned. Something related to health professionals told in the text, but nothing related to doctors have been told. A health professional can be a nurse, a health professional can be any other person, including the doctors. So the first option is a big no. It's not talking only about doctors. When you come to option C, it helps patient to understand their condition. Once again, I'll read. It helps patient to better understand their condition. So option C, it's not talking about how the patient is understanding themselves. It's not about them understanding themselves. So option C is also not the answer. When we come to option D, it offers a more specific definition of the information. Nothing related to information is told in the text. But when we come to option B, it avoids influencing the patient's emotional response. So that is the correct answer. Let me show you the text. So here in the text, you can see very clearly, if you discuss serious news with the patient, they can decide how to respond, whereas giving a patient bad news may prevent them from being able to accept the news in a more constructive light. So here, basic text is talking about patient's emotions. So if you will be giving a bad news all of a sudden without preparing yourself and the patient will not be able to cope up with the situation. But yes, if you try to give a better approach in the same way what is told in the text, it will help the patient to cope up with the situation in a more better manner. That is what is told in option number B. It avoids influencing the patient's emotional response. So this is all about question number 7. This is how I have found out the answer with the help of the strategy that is QTA method, with the help of model works, and yes, even the use of scale is also very important to find out the correct answer. Thank you. Now, I have dealt with question number 7. Now I hand over the time Lakshmi, who will be telling you about question number 8. Thank you.
Hello friends, good evening to all. Good evening, Father. Am I audible?
Yes, Lakshmi.
Yes, Lakshmi.
Okay, thank you. My name is Lakshmi G. Nair. I'm also an OET aspirant from Edu Skills International. So my friend Jenny, she already discussed about what are the approaches, how we approach to a reading C part, everything. So here I'm going to deal with the question number 8. Yes, thank you. Okay. So according to QTA method, first we have to see the question, then go read the text. Finally, we have to read the answer and find out the proper answer among that four answer options. So let me read the text first. Sorry, question first. So the writer's purpose in the second paragraph is to highlight. So here, writer's purpose and highlights are the keywords used in this particular question. So when we are finding or when we are reading a question, first we have to see what are the main keywords used in particular question. So here, writer's purpose and highlight, these both words are used for indicating keywords. So next we have to read the text. Study shows the vast majority of patients would prefer to be informed of a life-altering diagnosis rather than remain in ignorance. However, the amount of information they wish to receive can vary, with most wanting to know details concerning the different treatment options and the effectiveness of proposed treatment, while they may want to hear less about the specific details of their prognosis. According to statistics, in Western culture, the majority of patients may not wish to know certain details such as life expectancy. Healthcare workers may also find families asking that diagnosis be kept from the patient, or that patients prefer to have care wholly managed by their family rather than themselves. So here the whole paragraph says about the patient concern. Here the author says the majority of patients, they want to know what is the exact diagnosis rather than being ignored about their diagnosis. So here almost all the patients, they need to know what is the exact diagnosis of that particular patient, and the amount of information they wish to receive, it vary from one patient to other patient. But most of the patient and their family, they are concerning more about what are the main different treatment options and whether it is effective for this particular patient or not. So they are more concerning about that thing rather than get the more information regarding any prognosis of their diagnosis or not. So prognosis means what is the outcome of their their diagnosis. So instead of that, they are given the different treatment patients and relatives wants to hear. So here in the paragraph correctly is mentioned in the fourth line, with most wanting to know details concerning the different treatment options and the effectiveness of proposed treatment, which means almost, I already told you, the patients and the relatives, they want to hear more about the further treatment and its effectiveness. So that is, so here the highlighting factor is that the patient concern. And the D says the different topics that healthcare workers should cover with the patients. So here, it is not mentioned any particular topic which is handled by any healthcare professional in this above paragraph. But the highlighting thing in that paragraph that says the most of the patient are concerning about the for the treatment and its effectiveness instead of knowing about the prognosis of his condition. So because of that reason, I choose the C answer as the correct answer for this particular question. And here, some strategies also used. Here, majority and most. This both are scales used in this particular question and answer. And contrast used as however and while. These both are the contrasts used in this text. And modal verbs includes would, can, may, and should. These are modal verbs which used in this question. Answer in order to find out the correct answer. So I hope all are clear with the question and answer. And I must say thank you to Father for believing me and given a wonderful opportunity. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Now we have done the 7th question and the 8th question. Now, before going on to the 9th question, I would like to tell you something about our mentor here. So this is basically for the newcomers who do not know our mentor. Mentor is a language expert and he has been trained from the Cambridge and British Council. So he is a person who is supporting us and he is always there to give us his guidance and whatever we need, he's always there for us. So as I've told earlier, here you don't have to give any fees. There is one more add-on point which I want to make. If you want to come to the group, that is our Telegram platform, and if you are watching this on YouTube, then please click the link which is given in the description box.
QTA method. That is question, text, and answer method. Okay. Then we move to the 9th question. In 9th question, what does the word those refers to? Here, the stem word is what and those. This is a reference like question. Okay. After read the question, we move to the text. Is it visible for all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Vinny, can you read?
Yes, definitely, my dear. One model for delivering serious news is called Spikes, developed by Walter Bale and initially used for discussion with cancer patients. The first step in Spikes is setting up family meeting room is an ideal setting. The patient should be able to choose family members or friends to be present for support. For those who don't speak fluent English, a hospital contracted medical interpreter should be used. The healthcare professional should be prepared to answer difficult queries about prognosis, treatment, and overall plan going forward, but also know when to refer to a specialist for more esoteric information. If there is a multidisciplinary approach, every team member should be on the same page with regard to the care plan to avoid confusion.
Okay, thank you, Vinny. Okay, in this text, they are clearly mentioned about the first step of Spikes. Okay, the Spikes is developed by the Walter and Bale in order to deliver the serious news for the patient. Initially, it used for the cancer patient. Okay, in this text is full mentioned about the first step of the Spikes. Okay, then we move to the option. First option is healthcare staff. Second is treatment expert. C is language translators. And D is patient and relatives. When we'll deal with this type of question, we just read the 2 sentences before and 1 sentence after that word. Here, the those Those is the word. So we read a quiet private area such as an exam room or family meeting room or is an individual setting. The patient should be able to choose family members or friends to be present for support. For those, here the those is mentioned about the family members or the friends. Okay, this is related to the in D option, the patient and relatives is related to the family members or friends. And this text is wonderfully constructed with some contrast, scales, and modal verbs. That is, the more is scale. Here, one scale is used, that is more, and one modal verb is there, that is should, and one contrast is there, that is but. Okay, this text is wonderfully constructed with this type of strategies. I hope it's clear for all of you because it's a short question and it's very easy to find this type of answers. I hope that it is clear for all of you. If you have any queries, please discuss after this section. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sneha. Now we move on to the next question, that is the 10th question. And this will be explained by Naisi. Naisi, over to you.
Hi, good evening, all. Okay, first of all, thank you, Father, for giving this wonderful opportunity. And my name is Naisi. I'm the OET aspirant from EduSkills International. Today, I am going to explain question number 10. As we all know, when we are approaching reading part C, as per the father's strategy, we always use the QTA method, which means the first read the question, next read the text, then go to the answer options. Now let us read the question. In the fourth paragraph, writer mentions the patient Harry in order to. Here, one thing you need to do, when we read the question, we need to underline the keywords or stem words in the question. Here, I choose keywords are fourth paragraph and Harry. These keywords in this question will help us to locate the correct answer. Then next, let us read the text. The second item in the spike is the perception. Perception means the ability to become aware of something through the sense. Then last week, I asked my patient, let's call him Harry, if he understood his current condition. Of course, he said he did, but when he came to explain it to me, I saw that there were many gaps in his knowledge that needed to be addressed. A good way to assess the patient understanding is to ask what the patient already knows about their condition and why they have been told so far. Make sure to assess the level of understanding as well as their awareness of the basic fact. This will allow you to assess their level of background knowledge, their current knowledge, and where to begin and where to begin your knowledge. After reading the text, you can underline or highlight the question keywords in the text. Then search for the clues like synonyms, paraphrasing, contrast, modal words, etc. Here, I highlighted some modal words, scales, time expressions, contrast, and paraphrasing. Sometimes this will point out to the correct answer. Here, I got the B answer as the correct option. B option is patient may not be aware of their ignorance, which means they are not aware about their lack of knowledge. Because in the first 2 to 3 lines in the text, we can clearly understand here the health professional asking to the patient Harry if he understood his current condition. Of course, he said he did, but here is used one contrast, but, which is pointing to the answer. Also, we can see a paraphrasing. In the text, we can see many gaps in the knowledge, but in the answer, they use ignorance, which means the lack of knowledge. So that needs to be addressed. Then we can see the other three options that are not matching. Here, we can reach the answer without using the elimination method. Only we can coming to the answer or search for clues. This way, I reached the correct answer. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
I believe that all of you all have understood the way how we have got into the answers. So don't forget question, then text, and then answer. That is what you need to follow when you will be doing part 3 question. So as all of you are aware, many of you are aware that this task we have been doing it since morning. And I believe that everyone has got a good score. Don't worry if you have got 3 or just 2, because I remember my experience. For me, 1 out of 8 was like 100 out of 100. It was very difficult for me. But then gradually I came to this platform and I tried to understand the strategies first. So when you are trying to understand the strategies, don't panic. Take your own time. Have patience, as our mentor always says. Practice with patience. You don't have as he always mentions, UK will not go anywhere. Ireland will not go anywhere. So you have time. So practice with patience and then come to a conclusion. We are not doing any mistake by not understanding the strategies. But surely we will understand the strategies once we are exposed to this kind of method. So these are the leftover questions. Question number 11, question number 12, question number 13, and question number 14. I believe that all of you all have completed this, and with the help of the explanation which we had given you in the section earlier, you go through those strategies and certainly you will be able to find out the questions. Many of you all have completed the task, and for those who were busy and who had little kind of excuses here and there, try completing it before 12 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations, Ginny, Sneha, Lakshmi, and Naisi, and the team who supported them, especially the Premier Group team members. And coming back to the scene, let me just give you 1 or 2 strategies and hints. Okay. Okay, I told you the structure of the text is very important. Okay, this is the example I gave you last time. Maybe from the very beginning, I told you there is a structure for everything. Okay, this is about part A when I told you there is a definition, clinical assessment, management, monitoring. So there is a flow in the text. And also today's text, we have seen sequence based on a focus. What is the focus of the text? So paragraph 1 says delivering serious news. Now, role of health professionals when they deliver serious news to the patients. Paragraph 2 speaks about study related to patient's concern. Paragraph 3 speaks first step of spikes. Paragraph 4 speaks about second step of spikes. 5 speaks about third step of spikes. Then you have the 4th step. Then you have the 5th step. Then you have the 6th step. And then you have conclusion. So there is a flow of the text. It's called coherence and cohesion. So there's a cohesion connection between the paragraphs. If you are able to identify the connection between the paragraphs, immediately you can understand the meaning of it. And also when you get the answer, first and second answer, other answers will automatically flow and easily you'll be able to locate the answers along with the strategies taught by our friends over here. So always try to understand the focus of the text, the structure of the text. There is a sequence and focus on that. And try to read, let your previous reading of the previous paragraph guide you through the forthcoming paragraphs. Once again, I tell you, this is the way you have to create a notebook for you where you put your words together. Can you see the screen? See fat, overweight, obesity, these synonyms, everything. This is the way you have to create from your reading passage, from the text. Write down on notebook. It's not only the word that you write down, but the context and the meaning or the definition or the synonym being used or synonyms being used in the context with the particular sentence. See, eating disorder, you can have the various details about such things. All the synonyms and synonymous and paraphrasing can be written like this. Just I'm showing you how I have developed the vocabulary for the students. Okay, that whatever you come across in the text, when you do the analysis, you have to learn these things. And modal verbs already you know. Okay, could, should, and all, it will appear that easily will allow you to locate the answer. And chronology, I told you, time expressions. See, chronology also firstly, next, after this, before, afterwards, finally, all these things will help you a lot in understanding the text and easily locating the answers. Okay, these are the paragraphs. If somebody wants to take a screenshot to analyze, they have analyzed 4 paragraphs, answers for 4 questions. You will have to analyze these paragraphs. And if you can definitely update in the WhatsApp or WhatsApp group or Telegram, definitely, we will give you a feedback and we will support you. You have to learn the analysis of the paragraph. That's the best way to gain competency. And one more clarification I want to give you in between. There are many people asking me to, requesting me to add you to the WhatsApp groups. You know, for your own safety and security, we need to know you and assess you. There are various levels of WhatsApp groups. So we need to know which level you need the training or which subtest you need the training. That is done but through the assessment in the Telegram group. So then you can definitely send us the reminders. But then unless we know what is the level of your training required for you, we will not be able to admit you to the WhatsApp groups. This question number 12. If you want, you can take a screenshot and or you can practice on this. Okay. This is question number 13. The concerned paragraph and question. And this is 14. The session, official session is over. We will have many sessions because there were many waiting. Just tell them if you know them, if you have contact with them, communicate that so the back platform was full. So we'll be definitely holding another session immediately. Okay. Now, yes, you are on screen now. If others want to speak, you want to ask any clarifications about their explanations, you are free.
My name is Tinduji.
Yes.
I am just a beginner. I want to congratulate my friends, which one came in front of to present such a good explanation they gave to us. Even in the Telegram group also, and more than that in the WhatsApp group, they are explaining well. This Jenny, Lakshmi, every congratulations for all of them, all the 4 friends. Thank you for giving this opportunity for us. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Tindu.
Thank you.
Hey, good evening, Father and my dear friends. I would like to appreciate our friends who had presented very nicely and explained very detailed. I understand their group understood their explanation very well. And I would like to thank them, especially Father Salim Joseph. And one person who is missing in this discussion, I think Srilada Jiji. She always giving valuable and very detailed explanation to the group members. So at this time, I would like to thank her also. So thank you all for your valuable information.
Oh my God, who is this?
You're welcome, Vinci. Srirata Chechi is listening to you. This is a revolution in the history of OET and competitive exams, where the learners become student faculty and are able to manage themselves, and the platform they are able to discuss each other and give the best ever training, gain the best ever training by themselves. So take charge of the thing and everybody interact the maximum, try to enrich the platform and also reach out to maximum people. See that I congratulate all those people who have added people to the group. It's not because we want more people in the group, because we need to reach out to maximum people because there are so many who are struggling. So when you support them, when you reach out to them, when you send them the link or add them to the group, you are really doing some good work that God wants you to do. So you will definitely be blessed by God. At the same time, your grace will be added to your efforts. And that will be a great thing. You will get competence, confidence. I tell you, 50% competence, 50% confidence. Most of you develop your confidence, but lose confidence. Competence and confidence is required. Otherwise, you get panic over there. You get tense. Then you are not able to answer. And I want all of you to sit here like this as panel members.
Good evening, Father. Good evening, everyone. As thanks to Lakshmi Chechi, Soumya Chechi, Naisi, Sneha, and Jenny. Definitely. Thank you for creating such a platform for us, Father. I don't know words to express. The thing is, this is a platform which gives us confidence that we will be able to jot out all the necessary points and we'll be able to quit from this stress of OET. Father, for creating such a platform. Appreciate it.
Good evening, Father and my friends.
Good evening, JC Jinesh.
My name is Jesse, and this platform is very useful for me. Now I understood how to deal with the reading modules.
So, good evening, my dear friends. My name is Danya. I am really thank you to all who teach us the session today, and it's really helpful us to understand the method how to tackle with the part C reading. And you people are doing such a wonderful job in the Telegram and in the WhatsApp group. So this really help us to improve our knowledge, and we really thankful to all. Thank you.
Good evening, Father and friends. My name is Jimmy, and I would like to give thanks to Father for giving this platform, and also I would like to thank Lakshmi Chechi, Jenny, Sneha, and Naisi Chechi, and also Soumya also. This section was really wonderful, and this platform is helping me a lot. And thank you all for teaching us. Thank you.
Excuse me, Father. Excuse me,
Yes.
Father.
Yeah.
Father, I want to share one experience. Can I?
Please. You can.
I remember when I came to this group the first time, my camera and video, my camera and my mic used to be always off. And every time you used to tell to come in the forward and speak, I used to think it is not for me. I am not going to do it at all. I used to get so scared to open my video. And one day you told that if you want to be in my session, you have to open your camera, otherwise I'm going to remove you. I don't want active members. So I didn't want to go out of the group. That is the reason I opened the camera. And I remember my phone and my hand, it was shivering together. And the phone fell down also. But it's only because of you, Father, that day, if you had not encouraged us to talk, open the camera and talk, I would have never stood here. I mean, I would have never been on this platform. Thank you, Father, for encouraging all of us.
You're welcome.
And Soumya is also there. She is a wonderful friend, a wonderful person who really helps all of us on this platform. And there are many friends over here, many helping hands are. If I go out to tell names, I may forget one or two, but all of them know whom I mean. They are all very supportive. Thank you, Father, for this.
Yes, you're welcome. And you don't misunderstand. This is actually the platform exists because of Soumya Shah. Otherwise, it would not have been here at all. Many of you misinterpret as if it is my platform. It's only that I am here to guide you and all that, but it's ultimately the whole growth of the platform is looked after by Soumya Shah. And now Jenny is helping, many Premier students, Premier group members are helping. But then it's all, you have to carry it on because I will not have time sufficient for that. That's why. Otherwise, it would have been wound up or closed even earlier. Best of luck. God bless you all.